Thank you, Speaker. I take this opportunity to share the results of my recent community bus survey, which was distributed to households across the Drummoyne electorate. The response from residents reflects the importance and value of a thriving and convenient bus timetable for my community. We received a range of submissions from students, parents, workers, elderly residents, each expressing their concerns with the reliability and capacity of local bus services. By placing the results of the bus survey on record in good faith, I hope to begin a collaborative effort to address the ongoing issues within our transport network. As local representatives, we understand how essential reliable public transport is for our communities. I approach this matter in good faith because I believe our communities want to see us work together for their benefit. I've met with the Minister for Transport and his office on multiple occasions. I've always appreciated the genuine respect they have given our community and to listen to our concerns. I will be delivering this feedback to the Minister and Transport for New South Wales to get action for convenient and better local services that our community deserves. One of the most common issues raised by residents is the unreliability of key local routes, particularly the 502, 504 and 464 services. Commuters described frequent delays, skip stops, inconsistency and cancellations that occur without notice. One local student who relies on the 502 to get to school shared, "My school doesn't have a school bus, so the only option is the 502 as my school is located in the city. However, the 502 frequently doesn't come to the stop without explicitly stating it is cancelled on the Opal or TripView app. This leaves me standing at the bus stop without knowing when it'll come. Also, the buses don't come here more than once every 30 minutes, meaning that I can only catch one bus to get me to school on time. If the 502 does arrive, it is the most efficient bus for me and many others. However, its unreliability consistently makes me late for school and also my casual job." This sentiment was echoed across my community. Many residents shared the frustration of waiting for buses that arrive late or not at all. Real-time tracking failures add to this stress, often leaving commuters stranded without any reliable updates. A consistent service is a reasonable expectation, and I know we can work together on improving this for my community. Speaker, an overall reduction in services that we have seen in the past few bus timetable changes has compounded issues of overcrowding. Sudden cancellation and unreported delays coupled with less overall service means crowded buses. When a service operating only every 30 minutes is cancelled, this means significant disruption. With services like the 502 operating once every 30 minutes, a single cancellation is now a real problem because everyone who has been waiting up to an hour is crammed into the same bus. One local parent shared their story saying the reduced 502 services are extremely infrequent in the mornings and overcrowded more since the services are reduced, especially in school semesters. There is still barely any room once the school students disembark. This overcrowding isn't just a matter of inconvenience, it's also an issue of public safety. We've received concerns from elderly residents and people with mobility needs that find the overcrowding very challenging to navigate on the bus. Permanent cancellation of bus routes throughout my community have left many residents isolated. By far, the removal of the 439 was the most common issue raised in the survey, and also feedback was received about the M52 and 503 service. One resident shared, "The 439 is greatly missed. I used to take elderly Italian neighbours shopping to 5 Dock or Haberfield as it was a direct bus. They could manage to do it. Now there's no direct bus. It's too difficult for elderly people to keep changing buses, and then they have quite a distance to walk to reach the shopping centres. These routes once provided vital connections for bus commuters. We should be creating public transport routes that connect our communities, not putting up barriers that make it harder to use public transport. The removal of the 439 happened during COVID. It was just plain wrong. I'm not interested in placing blame, and I will call it out because it was wrong. I'm here to work for solutions. Furthermore, many residents have shared their stories of narrowly missing connections with other modes of transport, like another bus, ferry or train because the bus was running late. Better coordination between routes is essential to encourage public transport use and reduce congestion on our roads. Buses have to be convenient, coordinated and reliable. The results from this community survey have been clear. Residents want reliable, convenient and accessible services that meet their needs. I'm currently preparing a report based on the findings of the survey to share with the Minister for Transport. I reaffirm my commitment to work constructively and in good faith to deliver long overdue bus improvements. It's not something we will solve overnight, but I know by working together we'll get better outcomes. Thank you.